Shimali. I don't think she knows, but every night I get in bed and fold my palms with her name written across in permanent marker ink. Some days I wake up to find a birthmark on my thigh that looks exactly like her belly button. And I wonder if that happened in the night when her stomach pressed against my body. All my head could dream of was the shape of her belly button, Shimali. Her lips look like that little place on my laptop where I put my fingers to lift up the lid. I saw Miss Fun myself writing letters to Santa Claus right in the middle of summer. And every letter asks what it would be like to place my fingers in that little place between her lips and lift the lid. Press the round little button to start. My laptop screen lights up, but her mouth is an endless galaxy of black and baby pink. Her tongue looks like someone threw 1 million bat bombs on the moon, so incredible I feel I'm going to have a fucking concussion. Fuck has always been such a stupid word. It's oversaid, overdone, misunderstood. Whatever happened to making love? To making perfect beds feel the afterbreath of wrinkled sheets? Whatever happened to kissing, caressing, heaving, breathing? Whatever happened to loving Shimali? If I could, I would give her a lesson in love. I once saw her cross the street. I fell to the ground, clutched my t-shirt, and kept repeating, "Holy God, that's a unicorn," till someone stepped on my hand. I know I'm never going to be her boyfriend, or her girlfriend, or her friend, or her acquaintance, because women loving women are only hot in porn movies. Correction. Women fucking women are only hot in porn movies. If you don't believe me, go check the ratings on the lesbian category. My country lets me love women only for fantasy. Somebody once told me that homosexuality is found in over 450 species of animals. Homophobia is found in only one. And Shimali, my unicorn, was the perfect example of homophobic beauty. I often sit alone in my plastic temple now, wrapping my arms around myself in question marks. I belong to a class of rainbow lovers, a minuscule minority. Say the men who own the governments and the courts, they say they represent the people, and yet they don't stand for 10% of the gay Indian population I love, like I was taught to. Savor that has got me. I look like Section 377 ripped off the pages of the Indian Penal Code and poured across the streets. I'm a walking, living violation. Mere flesh and bones and blood and sweat. Guess my offense, guess my offense, guess my offense. It's the hummingbird in my chest, beating its wings to the curve of her lips. Ask 377, he says I look like an unnatural offense, like menstrual blood allowed to worship the gods. We're hominids, beginning from Australopithecus, Homo habilis, Homo erectus, Homo sapien, homosexual. Sexual intercourse with any man, woman, or animal shall be punished with imprisonment for life or imprisonment of either description of term, which may extend to 10 years and shall also be liable for fine explanation. Penetration is sufficient to constitute the carnal intercourse necessary for the offense described in this section. Punishment: imprisonment for life or imprisonment for 10 years and fine, cognizable, non-bailable, triable by magistrate of the first class, non-compoundable. Homosexual is a term that was coined by a German psychologist who said it is a mental illness. It's the 21st century now. Baba Ramdev comes up with a yogic cure. I bet it's a straight position, as if the straightening of my spine like a kite string tugged at hard, the straightening of my arms reaching to the sky could bend my sexual orientation. I was always a rainbow, sitting in a closet, this pot of gold beside me that had forgotten how to shine. But I'm growing up now, and these closets are still the same size. They're too small for my horizons to fit in Shimali. She once told me I dress well. I said, hell yes, what do you think I spent all these years in the closet for?